When I was a courier driver back in the late 80s, I drove past this spot many times, but I was so busy bowling around from pick-up to drop-off that I never had the chance to stop and take in the scenery. Today, that's different. Let's go and have a look around the back of this block, which is an old church converted into an events centre. Times change.
So this view is pretty much the same.
But that is completely different. This bit is called location inspiration, hence why I've come back to a place that means so much to me from when I was growing up, when I was a teenager, driving a van around. And this view is exactly the same as I remember it, as I used to drive down through here to go down Great Portland Street and deliver packages, pick up, drop off, all of that kind of thing. So very familiar, very nostalgic, and a wonderful thing, this view. But this view is completely transformed. So let's go and have a look. I've just been stopped by a three-piece suited security guard who asked me, "Can I ask what's the purpose of your filming?" I suppose he's got a point. He's not the first person to ask me today. Come up to me and say, "Can I ask what's the purpose of your filming?" Super important, I think. He also told me that this installation here is called Ruth in Jeans. I love that. A human figurine encased in concrete, walking nowhere reasonably quickly. I don't know where I'm coming or going myself sometimes. That's your customary walking shot right there. Ruth in Jeans. I love that. Sounds like a song title. I feel the need to go and sit down in some upside down, shaped, gourd looking wicker sanctuary type thing. But hey. The key to success for this small shoot that I've done outside broadcast from my hotel was taking the time to work out shots and scenes. There are some technical requirements, for example shooting landscape or shooting portrait. I am much more in favour now of shooting portrait now that I've seen what can be done for Instagram or for YouTube Shorts. I think it makes a massive difference. But this time, just having a moment to storyboard. I use the iPad, I use Microsoft Whiteboard on the iPad for lots and lots of things in teaching, but also to just create scenes and shots and things like that. And that was really cool to be able to do that today. You won't always have that amount of time to do that, and that's okay. Sometimes you just see a location and you think, I'm inspired, I'm going to do something. But here are the tips for this particular learning module. Number one, what does this location mean to me personally? Now, I've always known I wanted to do a bit here because I stayed in this hotel a couple of months ago and I was reminded very strongly of how often I went past these buildings when I was a teenager and never got a chance to go in them. So that's a really strong reason to do that. You might not have any connection to the location whatsoever, but you can look around and think, what does this mean to me personally? All these people walking through shot and I'm in a upside down transparent wicker basket and that's okay. You know, it can mean something to me personally and I can put that across to my audience. Next point, what feelings, what energy does this space give to me? Not to sound too woo, but in your performance you're always trying to identify different energies and work off those different energies. So what energy does this location give to me? That might be something as simple as just recording the audio. It does help to have a good microphone, but if you record the audio and you listen to it, it can give you a feeling of mood and the space and where you're at. So those first two what questions, and there are many more. Then of course the why question. May I ask the purpose of your filming? 3 security people come up to me today, can I just ask why you're filming here? And yeah, they got a point. why am I filming here? What does this bit that I'm filming mean to me? What's my purpose? And why do I want to share this story now? And how can I make this location look and sound the way that I visualized the story? As Stephen Covey says, everything is created twice. There's firstly, you create it in your head, and then you make it a reality. And that's a big part of what performance on video, performance in person, performance on stage, your whole you as a person. It's a big thing, is imagining it and then making it happen. And I'm happy to say, from a nostalgic place that I used to know in some way, I've now got to know better. And that's great.
Sorry? Yeah, I used to be a courier driver around here.